So we're gathered today for the remembrance of Wolf, our friend. I selected a poem from Edgar Allan Poe called Dreams, which I thought you would like. It goes like this. Oh, that my young life were a lasting dream, my spirit not awakening till the beam of an eternity should bring the morrow. Yes, thou, that long dream were of hopeless sorrow, 'twere better than the cold reality of waking life to him whose heart must be, and hath been still upon the lovely earth, a chaos of deep passion from his birth. But should it be that dream eternally, continuing as dreams have been to me, in my young boyhood, should it thus be given, 'twere folly still to hope for higher heaven. For I have revelled where the sun was bright, in the summer sky of dreams' living light, and loveliness have left my very heart, in climes of mine imagining apart, from mine own home, with beings that have been, of mine own thought. What more could I have seen? 'Twas once and only once, and the wild hour from my remembrance shall not pass. Some power or spell had bound me. 'Twas the twilly wind came o'er me in the night, and left behind its image on my spirit, or the moon shone on my slumbers in her lofty noon, too coldly, or the stars, howe'er it was, that dream was that night wind, let it pass. I have been happy, though but in a dream. I have been happy, and I love the theme. Dreams, in their vivid colouring of life, as in that fleeting, shadowy, misty strife of semblance with reality which brings to the delirious eye more lovely things, of paradise and hope, and all our own, than young hope in his sunniest hour have known. That's Dreams by Edgar Allan Poe. So we're going to sing a song for Wolf. It's called The Cry of the Wolf. When we were writing the words to this, I felt an incredible presence. I felt that he was there. There was a moment. He was in the room. That's how I felt. So, The Cry of the Wolf.
Standing back in the shadow of his own, he lives in a night in a bad cave into town. You'll hear him at night if you listen carefully. The sound of the wolf is around us and everywhere. Did you hear the wolf cry? The man with a cape and a cane is always here. He's first to arrive and he's always the first to cheer. He captures the soul of a nice and crazy times, and then disappear in the darkness of the night. Did you hear the wolf cry in the air? Did you hear the wolf cry? Is there? Did you hear the wolf? Did you hear the wolf cry? Did you hear the wolf cry? Is there? Did you hear the wolf cry? Is there? Did you hear the wolf cry? In the air. Did you hear the wolf? Did you hear the wolf cry? Did you hear the wolf cry? In the air. A last one for you, wolf. Did you hear the wolf now? In the air, sending him a goodbye as a friend, sending him a signal, sending him a signal. Did you hear the wolf died in the end?
I think you would have liked that song. So Wolf's dear friend Barbara has been liaising with the funeral directors and me in order to make this service happen. Barbara's unfortunately unable to attend this service as she's living in France. She knows travel restrictions don't allow. So in her absence, I'm going to say a few words. Many people knew Wolf from his days of going to clubs like the Batcave or working at Forbidden Planet or appearing on the Old Grey Whistle Test as a tambourine player for the Damned. He was, in fact, at one time a singer in his own right with his own band. He continued with his love for music by going to as many concerts as he could, and he was a massive supporter of live music. The last time Wolf left London was when we took him with us, actually, on tour, in the tour bus to Manchester. We stayed up into the early hours with him from twilight to dusk, his favourite time of the day, and I'm really glad he made that trip. David Norman. I met Wolf in 2012 on the London gig circuit. He was a regular at our punk and roll rendezvous nights at the Unicorn pub in Camden. And he'd telephone me on the day of the gig to find out what time the first act was scheduled to start, and was always the first to arrive. It was not uncommon for him to bring me presents with him as well. CDs, DVDs, like The Creature of the Black Lagoon and the original Mummy. He also gave me an old book about the history of horror film, which I often browse through. He was generous like that. We would regularly speak on the phone for a chat about music, film, the film he wanted to make, which would have been starring you, Nina, or whatever we felt like talking about. I miss our conversations. So, Spirit Wolf, fly back to whence ye came. You will live on in our hearts and minds, and we will always remember your unique and unmistakable cry of the wolf. We're going to sing another song, Nina.